Microsoft acknowledged last week it had sold advanced AI and computing services to Israel's military to help it locate and rescue Israeli hostages in the war in Gaza. But the company says it has no evidence to suggest its technologies were used to target or harm people in the enclave. And the acknowledgement comes as CBS News 60 Minutes sat down with Palmer Luckey. He's a tech billionaire and founder of Anduril, a California defense products company making a line of autonomous weapons that operate using AI with no humans required. Now, some international groups have called those types of weapons killer robots. But Luckey says it's the future of warfare.
It's a scary idea to some people.
It's a scary idea, but I mean, that's the world we live in. I'd say it's a lot scarier, for example, to imagine a weapon system that doesn't have any level of intelligence at all.
And for more on this, I want to bring in Christopher Miller. He's the former acting U.S. Secretary of Defense and also the Chief Strategy Officer at Design Technologies, a company that makes autonomous drones and counter-drone systems for the U.S. military. Christopher, thanks so much for joining us. First off, let's talk about AI used in warfare. How is this AI even going to be implemented?
Michael, I'm really thrilled to be here. And your 60 Minutes episode last night with Palmer and Anduril was really important. You know, the American taxpayers spend $1 trillion a year on defense, and the questions of war and peace are the most important questions that people can answer. So these are things that we need to be talking about. Artificial intelligence simply is using computer vision along with really, really powerful computers to more rapidly identify targets that are a threat to the United States or to our fighting people or our allies. So quite simply, think of it like this. It's like almost a self-driving car, where instead of having a human being in the cockpit of the aircraft or on the ship or in the tank, you use computer vision, and then this algorithm can determine whether what you're looking at is another enemy tank or whether it's a bus full of tourists. So this is a really biggest development in warfare since probably the radio. So it's coming, and we have to figure out how to do it.
But I think, Christopher, what scares some people about this technology is, to use your example, let's say an AI makes a mistake and assumes that somebody is a terrorist, but they're actually a bus full of tourists. When a human makes a mistake, there may be some accountability. How is there accountability with AI?
That's exactly the root of the issue that we need to figure out. I think all of us know how ChatGPT can have delusions. That's the last thing you can ever have in a system that's designed for warfare and killing people. And that's why it's essential that you have a human being in the loop. In this case, a trained soldier, sailor, airman, Marine, or Space Force Guardian that is controlling that weapon. And when the decision is made to flip the switch and make it go autonomous and operate itself, that has to be a human being that makes that call. This can't be like War Games or Terminator, where things get out of control. And these are the things that we have to more deliberately think about, Michael.
Now, you've been on the front line, so to speak, of the drone revolution in warfare. How have drones changed how we operate?
Well, Michael, I've also been in the front lines in Afghanistan and Iraq, and that's in other places throughout the world as an Army Green Beret. And now I'm in commercial industry where I build drones. The company builds drones, and we've seen it in Ukraine. Drones have fundamentally changed the nature of war. Just think about it. A $3,000 drone can destroy $1.5 million tank, or just think about the Taiwan Straits, where fleets of drones can take out $14 billion. That's a B, $14 billion aircraft carriers. So this is exactly where warfare is going. But Michael, we have to remember that ultimately war will never change. The inherent nature is fear, hatred, violence, the unknown. And these tech evangelists and these tech bros that play video games, we have to be very careful about outsourcing our national security to them. We need to really talk about people that have been in the field or in the field now that know how to use these weapons and know the costs of getting it wrong.
All right, a really thought-provoking discussion. Christopher, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much. Very important issue. I'm glad to be here.